Hello, friends. Reach for the Top is the story of two successful women, Santosh Yadav, an Indian mountaineer, and Maria Sharapova, a Russian tennis player. When we read the story of Reach for the Top, we come to know that the two women struggled and reached for the top. How they reached for the top, we will come to know. Reach for the Top divides into two parts, where each part tells about Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova, respectively. The first part begins with Santosh Yadav. This story was written when Santosh was the only woman in the whole world to have scaled the Mount Everest twice. It begins by telling that she was born in a society that considered girls to be a curse. We learn that Haryana is her birthplace and she defies the societal norms to own herself. She suffered gender discrimination from an early age and then decided she would carve her own way. She went to get admission in Delhi and funded her education all by herself by working part time jobs. After that, she went to stay in a hostel in Jaipur where life changed for her. She joined mountaineers in an expedition, and there was no looking back then. She worked hard for it and took a professional course where she excelled. Then in 1992, she climbed Mount Everest just at the age of 20. She became the youngest woman to do so and even saved a fellow climber by sharing her oxygen. She made India proud by creating history and was awarded the Padma Shri Award by the Government of India. After that, we have part 2, which focuses on the famous tennis player Maria Sharapova. We learn about her journey to become the number one women's tennis. She became a top tennis player through hard labor, rigorous training, and a lot of sacrifices. The inside story of her life shows us that she started at an early age to become the top tennis player. She belongs to Siberia, Russia, and left her home only at the age of 9 to begin training for her dream. She had to separate from her mother at just 9 years old and moved to Florida with her father. Her father worked hard to fund her training and even suffered bullying for being a foreigner. We learn about her hobbies of dancing, singing, and fashion. Finally, we learn that she believes while money does play a big part, she always aimed to become a number one. Character sketch of Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav is depicted as firm-willed, courageous, and strong girl. She is blessed with rational mind and mental toughness. Though she belonged to conservative family, her iron willpower and physical endurance helped her in every step of her life. She opposed her parents' decision of child marriage and gave priority to education and went to Delhi, from where she joined the Mountaineers Club and never looked behind. Her humanitarian attitude and team spirit helped a fellow member to revive life. Her concern for environment is marvelous, as she brought so much garbage while coming down from the pinnacle. Santosh Yadav's parents. Santosh Yadav's parents were orthodox and conservative but rich landlords. Santosh's arrival in the family was welcome, though in such families sons were given preference. They believed in following the customs and traditions laid by their ancestors. Later, when they found Santosh Yadav to be adamant in her decisions, they yielded and supported her. They loved her desperately and cooperated with their daughter to achieve her life's desire. Character sketch of Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova is among the most renowned tennis players. From her childhood, she was very quiet and endured tolerance. When she went to USA with her father, she was separated from her mother. The other children at academy used to bully her, but she accepted all this as a challenge. Her strong willpower and sacrifices helped her to earn the title of Best Women Tennis Player. She is a true patriot also. Although she spent many years in USA, she takes immense pride in Russian identity and is indebted to her country. Despite games, she is a successful businesswoman, loves pancake and fizzy orange drinks. The author gives us the message that one has to pay the price for reaching the top in the form of hard labor, rigorous training, and sacrifices. The message for the reach of the for the top. Reach for the top conveys the message that in order to be successful in life, one must set one's eye on the goal and strive hard to achieve it. For this, persistent efforts, determination, passion, and belief in oneself is essential. A self determined person like Santosh Yadav does not complain to the society, rather, sets an example that women can also work wonders. She is a wonderful role model to emulate. Maria Sharapova too conveys the message that the plinth of one's career is laid in childhood, and with ceaseless efforts and unstaggering devotion, this path, the top, is achieved. Thanks for watching.